Your thoughts?
How did you feel though when you pressed that button?
Nervous. I don't think you realise until the end that you've got a killing machine on the end, and I think I was more concerned about the damage it was actually going to do.
To HMS Bristol, this is take roll 4. Take roll 4.
Well, Jeff, tell us about your souvenir then.
This, wow. It's a rather unusual one, actually. It's not quite the sort of souvenirs that most people perhaps be expecting you to bring back from a war. Boo-Boo, as the ship's company have nicknamed him, flew into our 965 mast, which is the big mast up forward. If you can turn round, you might see it, but he badly smashed up his left wing. And for the last 6 weeks, it's been resident on board and consuming fish, as you can see, at a fairly steady rate.
Obviously quite a favourite with the ship's company.
Well, it's got itself a rather large fan club.
Now, what on earth are you going to do with him?
Well, we obviously can't keep it. That has been a problem which we faced from the day we got it. The doctor has tried his best to repair the wing. We took X-rays when he first came on board, and we wanted it to go to a zoo, and Bristol Zoo is obviously an important one. At the moment, it looks as though it's going to London Zoo. They being the sort of controlling body, obviously, of zoos in the United Kingdom. But we hope perhaps it can make its way to Bristol Zoo eventually.
Some people have brought back guns, apparently, from the Falklands, but you must be the only one to bring back a bird.
Well, I think not, actually. I believe one of our colleague ships, HMS Antrim, actually brought back some birds for Sir Peter Scott to go to Slimbridge. Some South Georgia teal, but how they fared in the tropics we don't know, but this one certainly seems to have thrived on it.
Why did you call him Boo-Boo?
2 days before he arrived on board, the home video on board was showing Clash of the Titans, and there's an owl in that which has the misfortune to actually swing off a branch to 180 degrees and land on its head. And after it had flown into the mast, it actually tried to grab hold of one of our guardrails, and of course with webbed feet, just swang straight through 180 degrees and actually crashed into the deck beneath. But, does not seem to have suffered too much, apart from the fact it's lost its ability to fly.
You've been looking after him well, I can tell.
Thank you. Yeah. Happy Christmas, BT2.
Something like that. What happened next?
Videos for this. Will you do a home video of this for the boys? Okay, mate? Go on. Time for bed. Yeah. Yeah. Big day tomorrow. Big day.
Hey, who dealt that crap?
Have you any ambition?
Who dealt that crap?
I'll push 12.
Well,
I was announced engagement of Webber Lenahan and Mrs. Jane Barry.
what's up? Do you sound good?
Been doing a bit of training on the way back, have you?
No, it's natural.
Surprisingly. Morning family going to be there tomorrow?
Yes, stacks of them.
Looking forward to it.
Bringing the full tribe down from Newcastle.
Yeah. Must have been a great day for you, really.
Eh?
What's it been like there?
Boring, monotonous at times, frightening at other times.
Have you had long periods of doing this and waiting?
Long times, yeah.
What about when you first got down there, when the Coventry and Atlantic conveyor was sunk? Were you apprehensive then?
Yeah. I was determined to get back across that equator one more time.
So how's it feel now you're back home?
Fantastic. Brilliant.
You've been rehearsing?
And you look lovely.
Thanks a lot.
Just got my boy to polish my shoes for me.
I'm Peter Craig.
Is that sure? Where you go? Well, Steve, almost home. How'd you feel?
Fantastic actually to be home at last. We're not actually home, we've got another 16 hours to go. As soon as we get home, it would be great.
Your family be all ready for you?
I don't know, see if I catch them first, got to make the pub first. See if they make it.
Now, thinking back, what was it like when you first got there, when you heard on the day you arrived at the Atlantic conveyor and the Coventry had been sunk?
It was pretty terrible actually, because we were very, very near to the Atlantic conveyor at the time. And that really put the willies up everybody. It was actually down here, especially on this ship, because everybody was just stacked around, just sat down on the deck. You know, we weren't told what was happening until afterwards. When we found out, it was pretty horrific. We had to go and change our trousers about 3 times.
Everyone's having a lot of fun now, you're relaxing. Is the comradeship something that you don't get anywhere else on a long voyage like this?
Well, obviously on a long voyage, everybody's close together. You know,
I can see you're a favourite. No, but you must, an experience like this, you obviously never forget, whatever else happens.
yeah, I'm not going to forget this anyway for a long time.
So what are you going to do when you get home then? What's the first thing?
Straight to the pub, I expect.
You drink it enough here, have you? It's cheaper as well on board.
Well, it's only 3 cans per man per day on board.
It's great.
Flexible.
Anyway, best of luck.
Hey, thanks very much. Cheers.
Hey, drinking my brother?
Encore. See that press off. Me? No, 13 for 13 for bars and the 2 hearts. Right. It's called. Expensive. Eat it! It's £2. £2, is that it? Get him on. You got big enough plans. You want to go to fish, that must be a wide angle one. Get out.
Move to one side. Sorry, just move to one side. One side.
But I'm posing, honest. Get out your mouth. Sorry, mate. Right on the camera. Right, Gary.
The old die out there. This is tomorrow house. You can't take a reading. Just take me. Pony has done his work. This is it.
How much did you supplement in the last?
You know, What pressure have you got in the forward air bottles now? 3,700. What do you charge them, please?
Yeah. How long have you got a free discharge pressure?
What are the boys like eating on board HMS Bristol?
Egg, chips and sausages. Stacks of chips.
They like chips then?
Chips with every meal.
Bit unadventurous, isn't it?
It is to our point of view, but to them, they like chips.
You'd get lynched if you took it off the menu, would you?
Oh, if you try and take it off, they just stand there and wait to put it back on again.
How many chips do you make a day then?
30 and 40 dishes, deep dishes.
Did you ever try and introduce a bit of ravioli or something?
Now and then, but it doesn't take the place of chips.
Tape roll 7. Tape roll 7.
Funny.
Good morning, John. Morning, sir.
Can we just ask
you?
you?
Welcome home to you, can I, Charlie?
Can we just ask you, sir?
Yeah.
How pleased you were, really, about the role of HMS Bristol in the South Atlantic?
Oh, very. She was one of the team, and the team did absolutely magnificently, as I think the world knows. And they have maintained the very high standard throughout. And I believe that all those who participated in the operation have been the subject of certainly admiration, if not of envy, in professional, straight professional terms of anyone in the world. It's rung right through, certainly this country and many others. I've had letters from this country, of course, from many other countries, and they've all said the same sort of thing. It's all been full of admiration. We weren't sure whether you could or would, and now we know you can and will.
So
that's the highest commendation.
Of course, we're immensely proud here on Bristol because they were used as a flagship.
That's right, yes.
So there is a feeling among some members of the crew that they've been rather overshadowed by the welcome which has been prepared for the Invincible.
I can't comment on that. Invincible will be visited by Her Majesty today for obvious family reasons, and I believe that a homecoming like this, after what everyone has been through, is essentially a family occasion, as I think will be abundantly clear when everybody gets alongside. And that is exactly how I think Her Majesty is playing it, and that certainly is how the arrangements on board Invincible have been prepared to enable it to be conducted that way.
There shouldn't be any hard feelings then, sir?
There won't be any hard feelings.
There aren't any hard feelings, I can assure you. There are 3,000 people actually rooting for Bristol on the jetty this
year.
So, as far as you're concerned, quite clearly, Bristol acquitted herself with honour?
Absolutely. No reservations at all. Couldn't have been better.
We're going to have some breakfast.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Sit there, is it?
Very good. Make it so. Sound the alert.
Attention on the upper deck. Face aft.
Car body, dismiss.
Oh, along there? Yes? No?
up. Take us on side. I'm not back till Thursday, 6 days later.
Right, Graham, you're going to be busy, mate. Can you put your camera and upload down there?
Now, what on earth is that? Is that the ship's mascot or what?
It's become a sort of temporary mascot in the last 6 weeks since it flew into one of the radar masts, and we've been looking after it on board.
What is it?
It's a king cormorant, which is a resident in the South Atlantic, and unfortunately it smashed itself up, and despite the efforts of our ship's medical team who x-rayed it and tried to repair it, it's unable to fly. So we've brought it back with us, and approval's been given for us to actually land it today, and there's some zoo officials coming to take it into quarantine.
What have you been feeding it on?
It's been having a sort of pretty reasonable diet of cod and plaice with the occasional rainbow trout.
What do you call it?
The ship's company nicknamed it Boo Boo after an owl in the film Clash of the Titans, which was shown on board about 2 days before the accident.
Any chance of it ending up in Bristol Zoo?
I think it would be very nice to get that connection, but I think we have to see what happens once it's been taken into quarantine. You're a film star, mate.
Yes.
Yeah? TV, radio, exclusive interviews to the press. Yeah. Say Happy Christmas, VT2.
Fine. No, can he stay where he is for a minute? I'd like to do A lot of the crew have tried to bring back a souvenir of the Falklands. Now, some of the ratings have brought back these Argentine helmets, a bit big for me. The captain brought back this piece of rock. But the strangest memento will almost surely be this king cormorant. It dropped onto the deck literally after hitting the radar mast. They called him Boo Boo, and he could well end up in Bristol Zoo.
Wait till it's ready, Spud! Wait till it's ready! Okay, boys, pick up on this lot.
Hello, Mum!
Cheers, Tony. You know that rehearsal we did for 3 hours yesterday?
No, what goes on, we empty all the beer now. So, yeah, I know, but then we go to the cabin and have...
They'd like to do it up on the Ikara beach in the open air, so...
That's all they've found. That's what I thought.
All right.
team here. So nice to see you again, all. Peter Spencer's new.
How do you do?
Another submariner we've replaced, and he's here now. Now we've got chaps from the press who want to have a word with you.
You got lost.
You got lost. We've been out of the needles, haven't
We had to send a radar boat.
Really? It's pretty thick, isn't it? It is very thick.
There we go.
Now you're on board, what do you think of HMS Bristol's achievements?
Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. We're all delighted. I'm representing the people of Bristol to come down here to welcome back the ship, the captain and the crew. We think a lot of HMS Bristol, as you know. Wonderful charge they do in Bristol, and we're delighted that they're all back home safe and sound.
Do you think all this has helped to make the ties between ship and city even closer?
Oh yes, it was always very close.
Well, you've already given the ship the freedom of the city. What else can you do?
We can buy the ship.
Even sloop.
What's his name then?
Eric.
Where's he from?
He's actually from a slow boat to China, which was originated from Bristol Dockyard.
He's your own personal mascot, is he?
No, it's the actual ship's mascot, but it's the gunner's mess. It's the main custodian of him.
What have you been feeding him on then?
Monkey nuts. A silly question.
Is he pleased to be home?
Yeah, he is. He's going to meet his girlfriend when we go to Bristol in the zoo, and that'll be it.
Hope they're very happy together.
Yeah, very happy. And there's...
Give him a kiss then.
Where we go, Peter?
Almost home, somewhere through that fog is Portsmouth. How does it feel?
Sight if we could see it, isn't it? The fog's sort of messing it up a bit. But it'll clear, I think, later. Should be rather nice.
How does it feel though, after, what is it, 4.5 months at sea?
Tremendous. The heart's starting to speed up a little bit now, and you know, the things you look forward to all that time you've been away, it's suddenly here, reality. And almost would take a couple of days, in fact, just to get over it. You know, we've heard there's going to be a tremendous welcome for us, and just looking forward to it, you know.
Who have you got waiting to see you?
I've got a wife and 4-year-old son waiting there, hopefully.
You've been at sea a long time. What are you looking forward to now you're back?
Everything, you know, just to see colours and people and smell something different than the sea. Fresh milk, fresh fruit, different sort of diet, and back to normality, you know.
Has it been a help to you getting these messages of support?
Tremendous, yeah. That's. We're very impressed with the number of people, completely right out of the blue, who've written to the ship, asking that if there are people on board that haven't got relatives, that they would be very pleased to communicate with them and send parcels and that sort of thing. Tremendous welcome. From Bristol as well, we've had hundreds of letters. But basically up and down the country, we've been surprised at the sort of national fervour attached to it all.
Very long voyage. What was the daily routine like?
Well, I'm a watchkeeper anyway, and I look after the gas turbines. They're marvellous. They don't entail a lot of work at sea. The daily routine, just once the conflict was over, it was just a bore. You know, morale went sky high actually during the hostilities. When it was over, we just wanted to know a date to get home, which is quite normal, I think. And here we are. Tremendous.
Welcome
Beautiful.
back.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Okay.
Okay.
What was it like when action stations were sounded?
Between terrifying, you didn't really know what was happening to start with, and you were listening to the pipes to try and find out what was happening to start with, because you weren't really told a lot, and you're just thinking, well, is it going to happen or what? And you're wondering, you're all getting ready and everything, so you're all rushing about, and the next thing you know, you got to hit the deck or something like that. That's when you really start wondering.
Well, what did happen?
Nothing. Well, we fired 3-inch rockets each time, and chaff, etc. And then we also fired a sea dart, and that really...
You made you realise you were at war?
Yes, that's it. Exactly.
Were you frightened?
Yes, rather not.
You came through it?
Yeah.
That's fine.
We're not going to action stations every day.
Oh yeah, I mean just this one particular day, yeah.
Oh,
okay, fine. Can you tell us about this one